Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you the top 5 best solo steady gold farms for old content. There's going to be some really good gold farms in here, and they're all solo. So let's start off with farm number 1. That is going to be the Bassilus eye farm. So the damp scale Bassilus eyes, you also get fell scales when you skin the mobs, and you have a chance of getting some really good transmogs. The farm is located in Terracar Forest, and you want to basically be killing all the Bassilus that live around the riverbanks. And there is a whole heap of these. Now what I recommend doing when doing this farm is using a Dark Moon Fire Water. This will increase how quickly you skin the mobs. Also use your speed set plus any speed boosting consumables that you have. You also probably want to be doing this on a druid. That is the best class to do it because the mobs are spread out and the instant flight form will really increase how many kills you can get per hour. Now there is a macro that I recommend using, especially if you're a druid. You want to be using this macro right here. This will just basically target the mobs for you and also cast Moonfire just so you're killing the correct mobs, because these are the only mobs in this location that we want to be killing. And it's going to be these guys right here, these big green Basilisk. You want to make sure that you loot them and you also skin them. Now when you're skinning them, you get a bunch of different materials like your leathers and stuff like that. Now they don't sell for too much, but they can actually add up because you're going to be killing thousands of these per hour. If you want to level up your gold making and become the best gold maker in all versions of World of Warcraft, I recommend checking out Goldcap. Goldcap is a community project where a bunch of the best gold makers are making guides and helping out everyone in the community. We are constantly making new and up-to-date guides for the latest and best methods of making gold in all versions of World of Warcraft. We have live price data on the website and inside the guides, so you always know if a farm is worth doing at a certain time. We have a team of the best gold makers in all versions of World of Warcraft. The team will help you out in the Discord with any questions that you have about making gold in any version of World of Warcraft. So if you want to level up and have the best help possible when it comes to gold making, I recommend signing up to Goldcap today. You can sign up for 1 month or 1 year and save a little bit if you go yearly. There's a bunch of extra perks that you get when becoming a Goldcap member. On top of the membership, Goldcap also have complete guides for all versions of World of Warcraft. As you can see, we have the retail gold guide, flipping guide, and also the retail flipping course. If you want to check those out also, head over to Goldcap today by clicking the link in the description of this video or going to goldcap.com. Also, I hope to see you in the Discord and a part of the community. If you have any questions, just ask the team in the Discord and we'll help you out. Now you know about Goldcap, let's get back to the video. Farm number 2 is going to be the Savage Leather farm, and this is a really good skinning farm. On top of the leather, you also get the crocodile-less tails, you also get strange bloated stomachs, and we're going to be using the potion of treasure finding, which will allow us to get the tiny treasure chest. Now in the tiny treasure chest, there is a bunch of different materials that you can get, and these also are really good up on the auction house for a decent amount of gold. So you're going to be getting a lot of savage leather and a lot of catted materials, and this is why this is such a good farm. You want to make sure though you definitely bring your potion of treasure finding. The farm is located in Oldham at this location right here. You are going to need cataclysm skinning to be able to do this farm. So what I recommend using once again is going to be the potion of treasure finding, of course. You can also use a Dark Moon Fire Water, which will increase how quickly you skin the mobs. And also, if you have a speed set, it's recommended that you use it just so you move a bit faster in between the mobs. And now I'm going to show you how to actually do this farm, and it's actually quite simple. As you can see, there's a bunch of all of these different eggs that are located on the ground, and what you want to do is you want to either run over them or click on them, and that is going to spawn a bunch of baby crocodiles on top of you. As you can see, you just want to AoE them, loot them up, and then start skinning really quickly, because if you take too long to skin them, they'll just fall off you and you won't actually be able to skin them anymore. Now just from looting them, you're going to get a bunch of the tiny treasure chests, which have all the different materials, and obviously from skinning them, you're going to get your savage leather. And now all of these materials sell very quickly up on the auction house. So here's an example of the bloated stomachs and also the tiny treasure chests. As you can see, when you click on them, you get a bunch of different materials. Moving on to the third farm, and that is going to be jewel gathering for the ghost moon mushrooms and also for arcane crystals. Now while you're doing this, you will also get a bunch of thorium ore, but the thorium ore doesn't sell for too much. Now where you're going to be doing this farm is in the Ungoro crater, and you basically want to do a loop around the full crater. But there is a cave up in the top right hand corner, and this is where the ghost mushrooms are going to spawn. Now the trick with doing this farm efficiently is that you want to start off with the ghost mushrooms because they actually have a pretty long respawn timer. So you want to make sure, well, it's not actually that long, it's maybe like 5 or 8 minutes or so. So what I recommend doing is you clear out the cave first and you get all the ghost mushrooms, and then once they have stopped respawning in the cave, you go outside, you do a lap around the full crater and try to get some arcane crystals, and then by the time you get back around, the mushrooms will have already started to respawn in the cave. You clear them all out once again and you rinse and repeat that process. And as you can see, how you actually get the arcane crystals is from thorium ore. You have a small chance to get arcane crystals when mining these nodes. As you can see, we just got 2 arcane crystals right there from a thorium node. And that is how you do this farm. And you're going to end up with a decent amount of steady gold. This is one of the best gathering farms that you can be doing for old content. This actually has pretty much as good hourly gold as the War Within farms. Moving on to the fourth farm, this is going to be the Warbear Leather. So this is a skinning farm, and this one is located over in Blasted Lands at this location right here. You want to make sure that you're on the right version of Blasted Lands, so you want to make sure that you are using the time traveling, which you're going to speak to an NPC at the entrance of Blasted Lands, and it will put you in the time traveling version. And this is going to show you all of these different mobs at this location. You basically just want to fly around, kill all of the tainted black bears, skin them for the Warbear Leather, and then move on to the next ones. What I like to do is just to circle around this full location, and by the time you get back to the start of the circle, the bears will have already started to respawn, and you can just constantly go around in a circle without downtime. Now going on to the fifth and final farm for this video, this is going to be the Dreadfang Venom Sack Farm. This one is located in Terra Cut Forest, and these items are used for a reputation quest hand-in, so people buy these off the auction house in bulk. This is the same sort of rep item as the first farm that I showed you, the Bassilus eyes. This is for another reputation, this item. But they have the same thing. They're both handed into a quest for reputation. This is why they sell so good on the auction house all of these years later. Basically what you want to be doing is you just want to be killing all the Dreadfang lurkers, which are these big blue spiders that are located around this spot right here. It's best to have a druid to do this because these mobs are spread out quite a bit. So having that instant flight form really helps out with how many kills per hour you can actually get when doing this farm. Now what I recommend doing is probably doing like an hour of this and an hour of the farm that I showed at the start of the video. This way you have 2 different items of these rep items that you have up on the auction house, because they sell for a decent amount of gold, and they sell very, very good. However guys, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel for more gold making content. I put out new videos every single day covering all of the new and best methods to make gold in World of Warcraft. Until the next one guys, take care.